I have a question though, kind of related to this. So, do women wear makeup for men?
No, we do it for ourselves.
Oh,
to make
but when it comes to
feel pretty,
so
right?
Hold on. So women don't wear makeup for men, but men need to pay for first dates because you wear makeup.
I didn't.
But you don't do it for the man. But he has to pay for it, even though you don't do it for him.
We're not I mean, can anybody do you wear makeup for men?
I would say yeah. I wear not just for men, but for myself.
Grid One
We'll come back to that.
Donated $100. Men, do not to make bad investments of time, effort, and money. With the modern, non-traditional women, there can be no first dates. Meet at a social event such as cars/coffee or a trip to the range. Yeah. Get to know her and see if she is playing you.
Yeah, thank you, Grid One.
Based comment. Very good input, bro.
Go ahead.
I think I would be lying if I said I didn't wear makeup for men. I would say I wear makeup to look pretty for other people. So, I mean, yeah, wearing makeup for men.
Yeah, I wear makeup for the men on
into the mic, please.
I wear makeup for all of you men.
Is that a sarcastic
No,
comment?
it's dead serious. I gotta cover up these underbags.
No, but generally speaking, though, when you wear makeup,
But when you feel pretty, you have a better day, or
you know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Also, I do wear it for myself because I feel pretty. But to say I don't wear it for other people to think I'm pretty, I feel like that's
I think both.
But what he was saying was for the date. Well,
if I understood you guys correctly, you're like, yeah, the guy should pay for the first date. I'm putting on makeup and getting ready for this.
I didn't say makeup. I just said girls also invest in themselves to, look good for that
in different
date.
ways.
I'm not saying it's.
Is it a different investment than they would make on a daily basis, though?
Do you do anything extra when you go on a date, or
yes, I would say I do.
Some girls buy outfits. Some girls want to fix their
I mean,
nails.
that's
I bought
on
a new
you,
outfit.
You don't?
And stuff,
I do not. No.
That's on you.
Oh.
I would say I have.
How much does a fraction of the
So what
makeup?
do you do when you get ready for a date?
Just what I would do if I was going to meet
You're way too far from the mic. Has that been the case the entire show?
No.
Okay.
It's okay.
Go ahead.
No, just anything that I would do if I were meeting some friends for dinner or something of that sort. If I was going to a business meeting, I do the exact same thing. So yeah, I do put effort.
Make sure
I do put effort into my appearance. Okay. I'm not denying that, but I don't do anything different on I don't buy things specifically for the date. I already have the things that I use, the material items that I would use for that date. I already have them. I don't buy them specifically for that date.
Most women do buy stuff, though, I think.
You do more to yourself than you would sitting at home alone.
Yeah.
Duh.
And going out to the grocery store or something.
But I mean, if you were going to work or going to class or meeting up with your girlfriends or something, would you?
I think it would still be more for most women.
I do more for a date than friends or work or whatever.
Yeah, what if I told you as a guy, me personally, I detest makeup. Maybe a little bit of eyeliner is fine. I don't like women who wear makeup. If I said, you know what, you can have a pass. You don't have to wear makeup. And I've actually done this. I've said, you know what, you don't need to wear makeup with me. I don't give a fuck.
I wouldn't wear makeup.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't wear
My ex didn't let me wear makeup. I never
don't bother wearing makeup. I don't.
Yeah.
Don't wear perfume. I don't like perfume either.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear
perfume.
I wouldn't do it.
Wait, I have a question for you though. If let's say conceivably the guy spent more money on his appearance in some way than the woman, should the woman now pay for the first date? Let's say I did something special.
Crazy, like a tux or.
Should the woman now pay for the date if I spent more money?
I mean, if
getting ready. What if it's okay, here's the scenario. Metrosexual dude who's gets his fucking eyebrows down and shit, gets a brand new fresh fucking haircut, exfoliates, I don't know what the fuck these guys are doing.
Versus exfoliate, all
versus
men
a spiritual chick who's kind of spiritual and doesn't wear makeup and
doesn't shave her armpits.
Just doesn't put a lot of effort.
How are
She's
they
no
gonna go on a
deodorant.
date if they're two different people. I don't know.
Let's say they like each other. Who should pay?
I mean, isn't the guy usually
what?
Pursuing
I mean, this guy's
girl?
metrosexual and she's crunchy. She's pursuing him.
She's crunchy.
Oh my gosh.
Then if she asked him on the date, then yeah, she should
I
pay.
feel again, you can kind of read the vibes before this even happens.
Do you think women wear makeup for men?
I think women wear makeup to fit in with other women, but some women wear makeup to look good for men. It's like a bird with colorful feathers. It's kind of like to attract a mate. It's just.
I think, what do you guys think about this? What if we just totally got rid of makeup so that you wouldn't have to compete with other women? So it would just lower, because I feel like it's a game of almost one-upsmanship. It's a competition.
Yeah, always.
Like, oh, other women are wearing it, so now I need to out of necessity, I must also be on this
And
in the
there's,
same
new trends.
in the same way with sports, right? You have these athletes who will start doing steroids. Now all the other athletes feel like in order to compete, I too must now do steroids. So when you think about that shit,
I would be down for the no makeup. Like, honestly,
let's get rid of fucking makeup.
If you would have texted us
Yeah.
and been like, I don't want makeup on the podcast, I honestly would have been fine with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I never
only
wear
wore
makeup.
for this show.
Maddie
Yeah, I never
donated
wear
$100.
Thank you,
I
Maddie.
believe in wives submitting to their husbands. My ex-BF demanded complete submission. Do men, godly men, expect complete submission before marriage? Is it even right? God talks about submission in the context of a marriage. No? Panel's thoughts?
I'll take this first. No, it's not right for a boyfriend to expect complete submission from a woman. Complete submission is something, biblically speaking, that is exclusively reserved for marriage. If you have a boyfriend who's expecting complete submission from you, who's referencing the Bible, that's not
Bender the
that's not
offender
justified.
donated $99. Women wearing makeup is equivalent to a man renting a Lamborghini. Both are temporary, give a false sense of confidence, and are used to attract the opposite gender.
Okay. I like that. That's a pretty decent one. I think when it comes to the whole makeup thing, I think you kind of have to pick a lane though. So women constantly say that they don't wear makeup for men. They don't do the various things that they do to improve their physical appearance. They don't do it for men, but frequently use these things that they do to improve their appearance, or when it comes to wearing makeup, as pretext, as she just did, for justifying why men should pay for first dates. So I feel like you got to pick a lane. Either women don't wear makeup for men, or they do.
Fair.
Good talk. Okay.
I think whether they're conscious of it or not, they do.
Yeah, there's no
Yeah.
question.
There's
no
a comparison
question.
that women put on each other, and you might be doing your makeup to look like a certain person that you aspire to be or embody. Like, a lot of people choose celebrities that they may somewhat resemble, and they try and emulate that type of look that they might have, but ultimately it is to one up other women so that you get attention from men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I this is like honestly a silly conversation to me. I've noticed when women hang out in groups alone, not around other guys, hair's up, sweatpants on, no makeup, nothing like that. They go out in public, makeup. If there were no dudes where they were going out in public, they might wear a little bit. But when there's dudes, you know, they do all the work. Like, it's not a question, I feel like. You even said it at the end of your whole spiel. I was like laughing to myself a little bit, because you were like, yeah, you know, like, even if I'm hanging out with my girlfriends, like, you know, like, we'll put on a little bit of makeup, whatever. And then at the end of it, I can't remember how you put it. You were like, it's like a mating strategy, you know, like a peacock with its feathers, you know. It's like it is a mating strategy for the opposite sex, or
But
whoever you want to
most people
attract.
aren't like conscious of it. They do it subconsciously.
No, but just because it's not a conscious action doesn't mean it's any less true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A man's face is his autobiography, and a woman's face is her work of fiction.
Oh, that is a brutal quote.
Okay, that's aggressive. Who is that from?
What?
man?
That's a brutal
What do you
quote.
mean? It's true.
Who's
It's
that from?
brutally
It's true.
What does your autobiography say about you, Brian?
Yeah.
What do you mean? My autobiography?
You said a man's face is his autobiography. What does your autobiography say about you?
I broke my nose in fucking junior varsity wrestling in high school.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't know whether a part of your biography
That's a no.
is a true story?
No, that's a true story.
Oh, that is?
No, I
You weren't
did,
so sure
I
about
did.
it a second ago.
I was on the JV wrestling squad.
Oh,
in
congrats.
fucking
Yeah.
high school.
What an achievement.
And I broke my nose. Good talk.
Nice.
What really? I want to move on from the makeup thing, but one last thing related to this. Would you guys object? Actually, wait, hold on. Before I ask this question, going around the table, how tall are you? And then do you have related to what you said, do you have a height preference when it comes to men? Like maybe what's your height and then bare minimum. Go ahead.
I'm 5'7", and just taller than me, I prefer.
So 5'8". It's
Yeah.
cool. Okay.
I'm 5'6", and I think like 5'8", taller than me.
Sure.
Like almost 5'7", and I think just as long as they're like as tall as me, it's fine.
How tall is your question? Hold on. How tall is your current boyfriend?
I think he's 6 foot.
6 feet. Okay. What about you? She doesn't have a
Oh,
boyfriend.
5'7", I think.
Oh, okay. What about you?
I'm 5'4".
Yeah. And you said
She said she likes dudes
5'11",
5'11", and over.
Yeah.
And
Have to be circumcised, 5'11" or taller, no older than 28 or 29.
depending on personality.
Right.
Sure. What about you?
I'm 5'7". I used to always want way taller, but my boyfriend now is 5'8", and I don't mind it.
Okay.
So you have that 6 foot energy?
Taller than that energy.
Okay.
Based.
5'7", just taller than me.
How tall is your boyfriend?
Probably like 5'11", 6".
Okay.
I'm like 5'5", and just taller than me is fine.
All right. There's a lot of cap.
Stop the
going on.
cap.
There's a lot of cap. Priya, what about you?
I'm 5'8". I'd prefer men to be taller than me, but I have dated the majority of men that I've dated have actually been the same height as me.
Okay. All right. Well,
How tall did you say you were?
5'8".
now I have a question here though, related to the height thing. So, and related to the makeup thing. Would you feel cheated if you went out on a date, on his Tinder bio, he said he was 6 feet, only for you to find out that when he was on a date with you, he was actually wearing shoe inserts to make him 3 to 4 inches taller? Do you feel that that would be, that's, you'd be upset?
I wouldn't
I'd
be
be upset.
upset. I would be a little confused. I feel like,
Shoe inserts.
You wouldn't get
Why-
the ick?
huh?
You wouldn't get the ick?
But why would you be, and why
I'd
would you
maybe
be?
get the ick because I would just be like confused about the situation, but I wouldn't feel like cheated and or mad.
You'd be confused though. Why would you be confused, or how?
I just feel like I don't know. I've never came across that, so it'd just be different, I guess.
But you do acknowledge that women care about men's height.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So why would you be confused about a guy wanting to?
I would understand
make
why he's
himself-
doing
okay,
it,
sure.
but I would just be confused about the whole situation.
Sure. Okay. What about you?
I would not like it.
If he okay.
I'd like him to be like truthful, and I'd maybe feel like kind of bad for him because that he feels like he has to do that to get a date, you know.
Okay. I'll go around the table. Go ahead.
Is it for vanity or for medical reason?
There's
would it-
no
why would it be a
fucking
medical
there's
reason?
no medical reason to wear shoe inserts. I'm not talking about like Dr. Scholl's comfort. Like I'm talking shoe inserts to make him 3 to 4 inches taller. You were listening, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not for medical reasons.
No.
Would you care?
No.
You wouldn't care.
No.
You just said, okay, he's 5'7", which is shorter than your preference of 5'11". He's wearing 4-inch shoe inserts to make him 5'11", but he's actually 5'7". Don't care?
You wouldn't
I'd
care?
be like, what's up with that? But
You,
I wouldn't hold it against
but
him.
he's no
like-
longer 5'11". He's 5'7".
Yeah, he takes off his shoes and all of a sudden he's short.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's up, dude?
So you wouldn't care?
I'd ask why.
Okay, but
I
would you
mean-
care? Like he's like, oh, I wanted to appear taller. Would you care?
If he said I just wanted to appear taller, then I'd be like, okay, can you put your shoes back on?
He's not actually 5'11", though, but okay, what about you?
I'd rather him be honest, but if he wants to be taller, then go for it.
I'd probably call him out and then,
You'd call him out?
yeah, I'd just
Okay.
be like, why?
How would you call him out? Okay,
I'd
you're on a
just
date
be
with a
like-
dude. He's sitting right here, and you're on a date. He says he's 6 feet. Uh-oh. Well, I know you said height-wise is not a big thing for you. In any case, he's wearing 4-inch
I'd
shoe
be like,
inserts.
was that a typo? Like, what's wrong with that bio or whatever? I don't know.
Oh.
I'd just be like, why?
Sure. Okay. What about you?
I think I would just laugh. But I'm sorry if you're insecure about your height. It's
Insecure. I see. Okay. Priya, what about you?
I mean, I wouldn't appreciate the deception, but I don't imagine myself being a
So, I see. Wouldn't appreciate the deception. And just remind me, what you said something interesting. What was your thing
I
again?
said that I'd feel like maybe pity for him, that he feels like he even has to,
Why does he have to do that?
because he thinks that that's what girls want. I mean, that is what girls want, but
Okay. So,
so he has to like change himself.
I'm just curious. Why, of all your answers that you provided, that feeling that it made you feel to know that this guy misrepresented his height by wearing these shoe inserts, why do you have to do that? Why do y'all do the shit you do when it comes to your appearance? And I think, I don't know if it was you who said insecure. Are women insecure by wearing makeup?
A lot of the times, yes.
Yeah.
It's
I would
more of
say.
like an enhancer, I'd say, like to enhance your natural beauty.
But so
It's
you're
not
like, not secure with your normal beauty.
No,
You're,
I didn't say I wasn't.
okay.
Of course, there's degrees to it.
Yeah, I was
but
gonna say.
a lot of the times.
I don't. Well, sure. I don't think it necessarily indicates insecurity because a woman might recognize for some utilitarian purpose, for example, especially if you're in the entertainment business, that looking more physically attractive has some sort of benefit. So it doesn't necessarily indicate insecurity. It could be used for a utilitarian purpose, but you could still argue that despite that, you're insecure. But
That's a very specific situation, but
it is a very specific situation, and I'd say most women who wear makeup are not involved in the entertainment industry. So I just called y'all insecure for wearing makeup. Hello? Do you guys want to fucking attack me? Hello?
You can't like generalize though. It's not that we're insecure. It's just
I think it's different for every type of
makes
girl.
us feel better about ourselves.
I think
mean,
So
it's
you're
some
not.
people-
You
I don't know how I feel
you
about
feel
myself.
lesser than, right? You said it makes you feel better about yourself. No, that's the words that came out of your
I
mouth.
like to wear it when I do
Why
stuff.
don't you just feel good about yourself without the need to paint your face?
I don't know. People treat you nicer if you're prettier, and it's like a strategy.
I do not think that is the case a lot. Well, yes,
I know,
yes, to
Well, yeah,
to
pretty
like an
privilege,
extreme
pretty
extent,
privilege,
Yes,
sure.
it is. But like, if you're talking just kindness, no. If you're talking about getting, like,
Getting stuff.
getting
like
things,
benefits,
then
yeah.
yes.
Your
but-
personality makes you prettier.
I would say it depends on the day also. Like there's days where I have no makeup on and I feel prettier than when I have makeup on. So
Yeah.
again, that just goes back to like day by day basis. Like some days you're feeling really good, some days you're not feeling as good. And maybe to feel a little better that day because something else was bothering you, you put on some makeup.
Yeah.
I just think this. Men never asked for any of the weird shit
That we
that
do.
y'all do. Long nails, long eyelashes, makeup.
Some do though. Some pay for you to get that stuff done.
Yeah.
That is like
Pretty rare though. Me and all my friends, like,
I don't know
we're
about
not-
here, but in Canada.
Oh yeah.
Chase,
Some guys do prefer
do you,
it, though.
Chase? Do you prefer
Yeah.
like a more what like natural appearance without?
I prefer a naturally beautiful woman. I do not like a lot of makeup on a woman. If it's
Same.
to the point where I can like it's
Tell,
obvious to
yeah.
me, I'm like that's actually unattractive to me.
But I will say there are guys who do like that. Like there's definitely girls on OnlyFans who have like that category where guys like that look. Like the, huge fake tits and like big lips.
It
and,
is true. There are guys
Like
like
a
that.
lot
There
of
are those guys.
makeup, long nails,
well.
It's
spray
also
tan.
I feel like that's
to
like a
us
sex
from a
kink
very-
thing though.
It could be, but some end up with that woman and they like that girl that they can buy the nice bags for, the expensive shoes. Like they like a done up woman.
Yeah, all I know is if I go on a date with a girl and she looks like a drag queen on the date, I'm like not down.
It's also taught to us from a very early age. Like you look at any magazine, any beauty magazine, you look at Barbie, you look at Bratz, you look at any of the toys, they all got painted on makeup on them, and it teaches us from a very young age that you have to look like that to be pretty.
Down with
And
Cosmo.
And then, you guys will say, oh, well, I like a natural woman. Why are they teaching us from a young age then that's
Because it's
They-
$1
they
billion.
profit- Yeah, they
Yes,
profit
to
off
get
of
money.
it.
The cosmetic industry is $1 billion industry.
So we're all suckers, and you want to punish us for it.
No, we're not.
Wait,
no,
what?
we're literally sitting here telling you don't wear so
Don't
much
spend your
makeup.
money
Like,
on it.
don't spend your money on this
Wait.
stuff. Don't that's not what
Most of
we
the
want.
guys I've talked to, like,
we want
all
natural
natural.
beauty.
I tell,
Yeah.
Every guy
I
I've
tell
ever
girls,
talked
This
to
whole
love
industry,
natural.
this industry that you're describing, the whole thing is geared around making women feel insecure and like they're not good
To get
enough.
money.
So they have to buy makeup, so they have to buy implants, get plastic surgery, do all these things. Like, I as a man am sitting here telling you that's toxic. Like, don't engage with that.
Yeah.
A lot of men like real natural beauty.
What if- I do agree with that. I
Hold
do
on 1 second. I'm sorry, but that natural beauty can be external, but it can also be internal. Women can cultivate natural internal beauty, and that is extremely attractive to a man.